Usually when a motion like this would come before the House, a motion that deserves to be supported, a person would stand up and say, I support the motion as it's being put forward. But the first thing that I'd have to say, and I really mean this from my heart and soul, my God, why weren't he as thoughtful, as caring and as considerate when he were in government? Because when I hear this sort of proposal coming out from the Labour Party, I think of what he did to the people, that he hurt so much, and he really did not care. And I remember, and I hate talking about somebody when they're not inside in the chamber, but I remember when Minister Joan Burton stood up there, or sorry, she was there, and she was as brazen and as cocky, and she didn't give a damn about the people that she was hurting. And there were people that were on low family incomes, and you're talking about being fair to young people now and they're starting out in life. Where was the fairness in doing away with the debt grant? Where was the fairness in taking away every bit of assistance that was there for people that needed higher education grants? Young people that wanted to go to school, their parents were really down on their knees and struggling. The Labour Party, he destroyed yourselves. He absolutely destroyed yourselves. And then you have the bloody cheek to come inside here lecturing us, and you're lecturing the government, telling them what to do. Do you know, I don't blame the likes of the minister that's standing there now, but I blame you for being a bloody hypocrite and coming in before the House with this type of a proposal. When you were in power, he did nothing, only hurt everybody, and he did nothing to help anybody. And there was night through the chair. Sorry, yes, night after night. I can't help it when I'm being heckled, and you'll have to give me back this time now because he's interfering with free speech.
Let the man let the
he doesn't even have the manners. Would you not have a bit of manners at this stage?
Point of order.
You're using up his time.
On a point of order.
I'm not giving up my time because I'm getting my time back.
There is a point of order. If you look at the book of precedent in front of you, you may not call another member a hypocrite.
Talk later on. You're a bloody disgrace, that's what you are.
You may not call another member a hypocrite.
With you. And it's a shame. And in County Kerry, I'll tell you about... Yes?
Deputy Howland, let the TD finish his speech, please. There is no point of order.
I'm entitled to make a point of order.
You can make. I'll direct it to you through the chair.
When you were a minister who had no order.
You're using up your time.
The time will have to be got back that he took from me.
Speak to the motion.
Yeah, I'm speaking to the motion.
And leave out personal
and what I'm going to say is I'm going to remind the Labour Party of what respectable Labour was. And I'll tell you what respectable Labour is. When we had people of calibre, people like the late Michael Moynihan, who was a Labour deputy in South Kerry, a respectable person who he tarnished their reputation. Labour, the Workers' Party, he destroyed yourselves when he hurt every worker and every person that was trying to do something in Ireland. And good, yes, I'm coming back to, they're talking about a fair start for young people. Look at what he did to young people. Look at what he did to young people when he had power. He abused their power. That's what he did. And he had a Labour minister who was nothing but outright disgraceful in her actions. And he actually hurt so many people. And you're wondering then why you're in the doldrums. He'll never again scrape yourselves up off the ground for what he did to people. And I'll never forget what he did. And when there was budgets inside here, I'll never forgive Labour for what he did. Never. He was a disgrace. And you know, I yield now to my brother because maybe you'll give him a better hearing.
Deputy, please.
Yes, they're a disgrace, and I'm only acknowledging in front of the House that they're a disgrace. And this charade of bringing this motion before the House, when he had power, he abused it. That's what he did. He was an abuse.
1 minute 35 seconds.
And a tarnished for social protection. She hurt everybody, took away the debt grant from people, and hurt them.
There are rules of this House, Chair.
Now, Deputy Howland,
who would sit down?
Please. The debate must be conducted in a respectful manner. Personal comments are not allowed. Deputy Howland, you've continuously interrupted. Yes. You have contributed to the difficulty yourself. Now, I'm going to make a ruling as chair. I'm asking you to continue. There's 1 minute left, Deputy Dáil Éireann. There's 1 minute and 12 seconds left, so if you could.
Well, you left out one thing. Do you remember what they did to the women's pensions?
I'm going to ask you to address the motion, please, in a respectful manner. Thank you.
I sympathise and empathise with what's being said, but coming from the people that have it put forward, I'm sorry for all the harm and the wrong they have done to families in the last government. And they've already said that if the numbers add up, that they'll go into government with Fine Gael the next time. So they haven't finished yet if they get their way. So what I have to say, Chairman, is that yes, all children should be cherished equally. And there is an anomaly and there's a wrong happening to children.
Deputy Howland, this is nowhere to behave. I have asked Deputy Howland, you have interrupted the debate continuously. I have asked the deputies to deal with the amendment in a respectful manner. Now, if you could allow the debate to continue, please, without interruption. Thank you. Thank you.
There's children being wronged at the present time when they have to go into homeless shelters and centres, and where they're being accommodated in overcrowded conditions with other people who have to say have addiction problems and who are not. Children should not have to be placed in places like this, and I'm appealing to you, Minister, to rectify this anomaly, because there are the homeless centres that we have are not adequate. When people are evicted from their houses or when their tenancy is taken off them, families find themselves in these very unfortunate situations, and I think it's very wrong and very hurtful for children at the start of their days. And it was an ideology of Dáil Éireann that all the children of the country should be cherished equally. And look, I regret too what Labour did in the last government to the families around the country, starting with the pensioners, the women, and the abolishing of the death grants, because there are many people struggling at the present time to pay for funerals, and if it wasn't for the goodwill of undertakers around our county that are foregoing the bills and not charging the people or putting them under pressure, many people would be in a very bad way. Thank you very much, Chairman.
Second time to stand up, please. I have a little.
I was interrupted by Abligad. That's who I was interrupted by. Abligad. That's who I was interrupted by.
I gave Minister, do you mind, please? I gave extra time to make up. Now, please, we're going to conduct the rest of the debate with a little dignity, and I'm going back to the Minister. Thank you.
Is a point of order. You denied that, which is not right. Twice I have been...
Deputy.
On a point of order. May I raise a point of order?
I don't think so, Deputy. I've made a ruling on that. Subject to clarification, I don't think
I'm not allowed to make a point of order.
Anymore in this chamber.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
I do understand the rules of the House.
Deputy, before...
I've been here a long time.
Deputy,
I've been called both a hypocrite... I've been called both a hypocrite and a blackguard, and I expect, in my 30-odd years in this House, I've never seen the Chair allow those remarks to go unchallenged.
Deputy, first of all, you interrupted continuously when various speakers were speaking. I tried to ignore that in the rough and tumble of the Dáil. It's certainly not all right to personalise. I've made a ruling now, and I'm moving back. I'm moving back to the Minister now, please. Thank you. Thank you. I'm moving on. I'm moving on at this point. Thank you, Minister. Sorry. It's down here as the Minister, so... Who's next? Sorry, just who's next in the list, please? Back to... Sorry, Minister. It's down here as the Minister. This is impossible. Now, this is my last time. I'm going to... just 1 second, Minister. Sorry. I'm going to ask for the last time before I adjourn the session. I don't wish to do this. Please.